That'll do.
Well, what do you know?
We did it.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad start at all, Jordy. Welcome aboard, and,
Now do classical gas!
season's greetings, everybody. I was not kidding when I said we were going to be doing this around Christmas time. And it's just so happens to be near Christmas time.
Yee.
Yes, it
But
is.
for you folks watching at home, it's going to be exactly Christmas time.
or as we call it in
As we
Christmas
go around
time.
here, Christmas time. So what's happening at this here Christmas time?
What's happening here at this Christmas time? The protagonists of the original Nights into Dreams, Claris and Elliot, are out on the town, just enjoying the sights, enjoying the holidays. After their meetup in the original game went so swimmingly well, like they become the best of friends.
Well, that's good.
I like that.
Sure. Friends.
So this does canonically take place after the events of the main game?
I believe so.
Because these two were never shown like hanging out or anything like until the events of that game when they met up.
Who's to say they were even attending the same school together?
Yeah, no, fair enough. But so this, I guess, is a quick like context of what's going on here. Like, so this game, is it true that this could be played on the original Saturn if you decide to play your console on Christmas Day itself?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, like this here, for lack of a better word, extended demo of Nights into Dreams could literally be played at any point of the year, and at very specific times of the year, something different could happen. And I mean, naturally, with its title, its biggest claim to fame will activate during the season of during the weeks of Christmas.
Aww,
The blessed Christmas day.
a miracle.
Speaking of miracles,
But oh
It's the sticker star!
no, not the stickers.
Oh no, Bowser stole the Power Stars again, and Christmas will be ruined.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Elliot's like, it's from Bowser.
Who's Bowser?
He says, "Dear pesky kids,
Cantankerous kids.
you may not know me, but I..."
The Nightmare and I have taken over Bell City. Or I forget what it's called.
Twin seeds.
You get the idea. It's a big Mario crossover, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to Chris Pratt's Nights into Dreams.
Merry Crispin Friedman to every boy and girl.
You know what? That would explain all the red that Knights is currently wearing. So, yeah, Christmas Nights into Dreams, or otherwise known as the Christmas Night Sampler. Like, again, very, very... This is probably one of the more extensive demos that were actually released back in its era. Like, I think certain magazine outlets distribute it, and...
Oh, cool.
Among other things, and it's like...
I appreciate them doing that.
Remember video game demo discs?
Let's just go ahead and set things up, and we'll more or less explain things along the way. Because, like, as we mentioned before, Christmas Nights was pretty much a very extensive demo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all there really is to it, really.
I mean, that's fair. It's a sampler. So are these new stages? Is it like kind of just a? Is it the full game, or is it just like say half of the campaign of the original?
It's only one stage.
Oh,
Yeah, there's only one stage. Well, okay, that's actually a bit of a lie. There's technically two stages.
oh,
Are there?
The first is essentially just a recreation of Claris's first level in Knights.
Spring Valley.
Uh-huh.
And the second one is actually a unique level using the exact same set pieces.
Oh, okay. But hey, all right, I'm down for that. Let's enjoy our festive adventure together.
Alrighty.
James Ma.
As soon as this thing works with me.
Don't worry, this music's driving me a little nuts too. Oh, okay, stop.
Because like the keyboard looked a lot more finicky than it did in the main game.
That's because we're playing a different version. Christmas Okay, so look at them in their festive outfits.
Look at their 32-bit polygons.
Clarice all dressed up for the school play, and Elliot like he's about to go jogging in Nebraska.
What?
Nebraska.
He's part of track team.
Nothing wrong with a nice jog on a cool day.
Dropper.
So yeah, the Cliff Notes version of the plot is that, again, they were out on the town, they noticed the star on the Christmas tree of the town has disappeared, so they think to themselves, you know what, maybe Knights could help us. And suddenly we fall fast asleep and into a whole new dream world.
Yeah, during that whole...
Well, hey, I thought Knights died.
No. Knights simply, Knights can never die. Knights is the ideal. Knights is the dream.
Knights is an idea.
Knights lives on.
Yeah, during that whole opening sequence that I'm sorry that this is not meant to be fully disrespectful to the person that voiced the narrator, but I was listening to the narrator during that whole opening sequence, and the only thing I could think of was the mom from the Christmas tree.
I better go now.
I gotta go, kids. Yeah. Now don't get eaten by a polar bear.
My favorite line from that character in particular is when, like, it's like, Mommy, your little daughter is gone, and she's suddenly like, oh my god!
Well, but I remember when they're like, yeah, she got eaten by a polar bear, and their eyes just like widen for a single frame of, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
Hey there, fellas. Enjoying your holiday?
yay!
Good day.
I mean, it's pretty self-evident that those weren't human children.
No, they weren't. No, some of them sounded like aliens. Some of them sound like adults. Some of them sound like alien and adults. But now we're swinging through. We got. I should ask now. Are these Christmas tracks actually composed by the same NiGHTS composer?
I assume so.
I believe it is.
Nice.
I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of instruments in general, I think.
It's a good day.
Whoa.
Careful there. Careful there.
So, guys,
Honestly, it's been a hot minute since I last played Nights into Dreams,
Oh.
so it does take a little bit of getting used to the slightly, different control.
As it were. Oh my lord, we can actually talk about some things though. But first, I will say, talking about this game itself, I never owned a Saturn, so I never had the opportunity to like try out this extensive demo or the festive, mixes it has, or even the April Fool's thing that happened.
Well, hey, you know what, Logan? If it means anything, if you already own the HD version of Nights into Dreams, have no worry, because Christmas Nights is baked right into it.
Hooray!
the HD version of Nights into Dreams needs to be on Switch.
Plays. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Jordy, hi, Vicky. Have either of you guys ever played Christmas Nights?
I've played it on the HD collection.
Fair. How about you, Hype?
I've never even played regular nights, let alone Christmas nights.
Please get it on the Switch so that Hype can play this. The sad little boy. He needs to enjoy the dreams.
Otherwise, I will ship him my PS3
That little boy.
with
I'm older than you,
the game downloaded on
You're
it.
right. Yeah, that's true. Damn it. How about you, Jordy? Have you ever played Christmas Nights?
To be honest, I don't think I have. I've only played like regular Nights and Journey of Dreams.
Okay. Well, I mean, as you're seeing, Christmas Nights is more or less Nights into Dreams with a frolicking, festive, fun. Jeezums, that's a cool.
Brought to you by Christmas.
I was about to say, I do know there is like one other feature, unless I'm getting it confused with another like related thing that Knights have. But I could swear there was also like another person that appears in this expansion.
There is, but that is something we can bring up later, because that's more of a very deeper surprise.
It's a
Yep.
deep cut.
I just wanted to make sure that I was indeed thinking of the right bit of Knights content, and I wasn't getting it confused with something else.
You're thinking correctly.
You're more or less on the money.
Well, while we're here, another big thing we can talk about to get this ball rolling, James. Help you out a little bit there, you little baby boobop. You got this.
I am not a baby booba!
Give me the bop.
Is that a huge thing was announced as of this recording in December 2023, fingers crossed, that
Sega remembered, that's right, we have things other than Sonic and Yakuza.
and boy howdy, we don't know all the specific shit just yet, but boy howdy, they're making it sound like they want to try and make good on the thing that people had been mocking them for.
They want to have another Dreamcast era.
Yeah,
Which,
and
by all means, like, please, dude, we need more variety, more fun games.
And it's definitely off to a good start. Like, I love a lot of the footage that they've shown off. Like a 3D
Streets of Rage?
Streets of Rage. Yeah, that definitely took me by surprise. Like, I mean, you know, I'm just gonna say this, being totally blunt. Can we all agree that it and that whole Sega reveal and Gonzo were like the best things to come out of the Game Awards this year?
They were the only things worth talking about when it comes to the Game Awards this year.
But yeah, so Jordy, had you had a chance to see that particular Sega announcement yet?
Yeah, I was with you guys, remember?
Oh my lord, you're right. I
right.
thought that was the point. I thought that was the point before or after. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I thought it was so cool.
Oh my gosh, like I was like they're bringing back Shinobi, Crazy Taxi.
Golden Axe.
Jet Set Radio looks so.
The fucking noise I made when that 2D Shinobi game was shown off. It's like
You were excited.
it's one of those things that I always had deep in the recesses of my mind, and seeing it out like literally playing out on the screen. It's like They remembered me.
Not even just Shinobi,
And it was actually
but
pretty
it's
sick.
like
Wasn't it like 2D? Wasn't it like a 2D drawn Shinobi too, or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's being made by the same people that made the Dragon's Trap and remake and Streets of Rage 4.
Oh hell yeah!
that would be nice. I mean, they did really good with those.
I'm just saying, Lizard Cube Sega needs to let Lizard Cube make more games for them.
Please.
Especially when it comes to, like, their 2D stuff, whether it be Shinobi or, hell, Bacon Install or a Rise Star remake.
Oh god, that'd be so good.
I would love Rise Star or Comic Zone.
But we already have that. It's called Sonic Unleashed.
Ha 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 ha! Not no, Rise Star's not Sonic Unleashed. But you were to say something?
nighttime
Hyde?
stages are totally supposed to be Rise Star.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
You're crazy.
Oh, hang on. We have a Christmas
See back.
thing to see back. I think we have a Christmas photo face. Hey, Gilling.
It's time to bring out the Christmas ham.
It's Santa Claus.
And Knights herself cut the Who Beast.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have.
The roast beast.
I would have
that was-
liked it. I would have liked if the long, windy, like lower body there was actually colored like a candy cane.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with this horn.
Like I know the horns are, but
I know.
It looks more like it's colored like a freaking fruitcake.
I was going to say it looks like one of those striped gummy worms.
I can see it.
Kinda, yeah.
Come on. Come on.
actually, you know what I'm thinking of? It reminds me of like those hard ribbon candies.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm not gonna get that same luck I did back in... Man, I still think back to that fucking stunt I pulled during our Nights in the Dreams playthrough. And
Oh,
like,
yeah, the quick kill on him with the paraloop.
Yeah, that was awesome.
that was pretty much just my whole lightning in a bottle moment there, and I know for sure that's not gonna happen again.
Oh, sometimes it happens, but I think that should be it. Not one more. There you go.
We have released the star from its bowels.
Season's greetings, you slithery little bitch.
And Happy New Year, too. Boom.
I was just floating around in circles. How is that such a bad thing?
No, but look what he was... No, but look in the center. That's what Gilwing was protecting. The star.
I was trying to get it off my tail this whole time, but I don't got no hands.
But that's the important thing. Gilwing was killed in the line of duty because he was attempting to get the star back, but he couldn't communicate properly. And
Man,
oh wow, just right away they're just giving us the credits theme already.
I am stupid rusty with this. I didn't even make the top 5.
It's
Yeah,
been a
well,
little
yeah.
bit. They're good. We were talking about all sorts
You're
of
a
things.
top 6 to me.
Now,
So now that we actually cleared that little thing, we now get to open up our presents.
Presents?
Let's see.
Elliot.
We got
we got
Elliot.
Clarice.
We got a Claire. We got two Clarices.
It's a matching game.
Oh.
We got that thing.
No, upper right.
Yep.
Third,
Nice.
third,
Upright.
top.
Yep, that one.
That's
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Okay, and upper left.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, that one.
But no knights.
You don't get a Knights though.
That's all the presents you get to open up today, kids. Go back to your studies now.
What?
So what, is this like an advent calendar?
What was that?
Kind of.
Is this like an advent calendar?
Yeah, he's wondering what was the point of opening up those presents. We're like, what did we get?
Well, let's go to the Christmas presents menu, and we'll actually get to see all the presents we were able to unlock so far.
A Knights Museum.
Museum.
Like karaoke, and the Knights Museum, and the Knights Museum.
Let's go to the museum.
I think I want to go to the Knights Museum, guys.
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, sounds
But
pretty
what
fun
about the
and
Knights
sweet.
Museum?
Whoa!
Oh.
One of many separate Knights Museums, and this one's focusing on Elliot and his whole story.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's all the 3D renders and stuff they made.
And concept art stuff. I believe this was included in the HD port as well, although all the presents were unlocked.
Yes.
Pretty much basically how the way HD Nights did handle things, that they essentially just took all the extra content that Christmas Nights here actually implemented and just made it a part of the game as a whole.
Okay.
Want to play some karaoke?
Maybe
I
later.
can't.
We gotta make the most of our time while we're still here.
My chops ain't
Yee.
what they used to be.
Like what?
Cause yeah, we gotta try now, Elliot Mo, because we gotta see if we can actually help restore the good ending and give him that star for the present, for the tree. For
Well, we
the
already
thing.
got the star, didn't we?
No,
Well,
we
not-
did.
Let's just say that Claire's kind of slipped there, so Elliot's gonna have to pick up the slack.
Did she fall over like an idiot?
It requires two
Whoa.
people to carry the star, and not again.
Oh,
Exactly. That's called carrying the Christmas cheer.
for every golden year.
Also, interesting little detail is that whenever you put the idiot on the whole Dream Palace thing,
Yeah.
the idiot itself actually transforms into it takes the shape of candlelight.
Aww.
Aw.
And I love I love all these, like, again, somewhat royalty free, but I love all these little, like, jaunty Christmas tunes we got now.
Yep.
I
And
know that this.
Good.
Sorry, I know that this is an old joke, but I still just can't get over it. The fact that they're called idiot. The whole like, I'm not an idiot. You're an idiot. Idiot.
I just imagine like banter between Riala and Wiseman just being Dr. Cortex and Dr. Entropy.
Yeah, it happens. Yep.
Now, the funny thing regarding Christmas Nights is that, like, again, you can pretty much you can play this whole demo whenever you whenever you want. It doesn't even have to be Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
A lot of things will up and change depending on the season. Like post Christmas time, like you can still technically play the winter stages, but I think they more or less revert everything back to a more contemporary setting.
Okay.
Yeah, it turns back into basic Spring Valley.
And the audio and Knights' whole wardrobe do change appropriately.
Fair enough.
That being said, depending on the time of the year, like again, a lot of stuff can change. Like whether if you're playing this game on April Fool's Day instead of Knights, you actually get to play as Riala.
What?
I remember that. Yeah, that Riala's model gets used instead of Knights for all the flying around stuff.
That's just weird.
Ah.
I believe, does Knights have an outfit for Halloween time?
Yes, he does.
Ooh.
Aw, that's so cool that they got
Is
that.
it black and orange?
That, and I do believe both Claris and Elliot actually have additional costumes depending on the season as well. Like I think they do have costumes for the summertime.
Aw.
That's cute.
If I remember right, Elliot dresses as a vampire and Claris dresses as a witch.
I think
Makes sense.
so.
Sounds about right.
Oh, come on. Let's see, that's enough. Bam! That's a good
yeah.
one. New record.
Woohoo!
Nice
So I
one.
don't know if it's evident to you guys yet, but I'm not legally allowed to be here.
Why
What?
not?
Because I'm a non-celebrating Christmas heathen.
I mean, you can listen. I mean, okay, I guess I should ask. Do you listen to Christmas music still?
No.
Aww. I mean,
I don't
got-
listen to Christmas music because I don't celebrate Christmas because I'm not legal.
I know you got 8 crazy nights. That's okay. I gotta see if I can find. Hey, you hatched a little.
Oh, speaking of,
A Nightopian.
You hatched a non-denominational holiday dressed
it's a cherub.
Nightopian. A cherubim. I don't know. I mean, that's fair. Where was I going with this?
What do you celebrate, if I may ask?
I celebrate the 8 crazy nights.
Hanukkah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't catch on. I'm
I
sorry.
get to play nights only 8 days out of 365.
Only 8 nights, but they're really zany.
Yeah, each one has like a different musical number, all provided by Adam Sandler.
You know what? No wonder you consider that movie a guilty pleasure.
Well, I just find it funny. Like, ironically and unironically.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So the reason, I guess, really quick, the reason why I brought up that Game Awards thing that was mentioned is that notably, why do I keep trying to say noteworthily? Notably, what is interesting is that although they did, show off things like Shinobi and a 3D Golden Axe, that surprised me.
Oh, that's another one I'm looking forward to.
I'm curious if it's gonna be like Gauntlet or some cool co-op adventure dungeon game, but amidst all that, they of course left those 2 ever-teasing words "and more." So
And more.
So that now makes me wonder, do you think we could see a return, like an actual true return to Knights?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Like, as far as, specifics, the most that we know is that, first off, for the Jet Set Radio one, they did confirm that the original creators are back on board for it.
Nice.
Oh, so Smilebit, the dev team from Smilebit is back?
Potentially.
Supposedly.
And they did mention, the only other one they name dropped that wasn't on the trailer is they said that they were looking into a Virtua Fighter.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. I
Nice.
mean, with Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6, now could be a good time to try and toss their own hat back into the ring.
It won't just have to stay secluded in an arcade in one of the Like a Dragon games anymore.
So how about this? For Tizen the seasoning, for Tizen the season, everybody here, what is your Christmas wish of a Sega franchise that was not shown off that you would love to see them try to give another whack at?
Nice.
Either Rise Star or Star are my pick.
Counting or not counting Knights?
I mean, look, he's right there.
I was gonna say Space Channel 5.
That too.
That'll be good.
Didn't that actually get a new game not that long ago?
A VR game, but it was like a port of the first game.
Gotcha.
Well, it's more like a reimagining of the first game.
But yeah, I agree. A new story would be fun.
Only oddly enough, you're not playing as Ulala. You're playing as like one of like a brother and sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense because Ulala has to be in front of you giving the commands, and you do them. And...
Though oddly enough, they couldn't get Ulala's original voice actress back.
Aw. That's a bummer.
Like, I think they tried getting in contact with Apollo Smile, but either she turned it down or they simply couldn't find her.
Ow. Oh, weird.
Or they weren't willing to pay her what she's worth.
Yeah, well, hopefully that'll change.
I mean, if you want to get into that whole thing.
Was the replacement at least a decent sound-alike?
Let me look it up, because I think it's,
Okay.
I think it's a notable voice.
Well, on that note, for me, my wish list would either be, I mean, I would love Knights as well. I would love Knights if they could, like, as much as I'm liking this style here, part of me would not mind if they tried to ever do like a free roaming, fly around with Knights, like just build on the dream world and just have it be a fun, surreal, like.
I mean, they honestly just make Rodea the Sky Soldier, but with knights, and good.
I looked it up, by the way. Ulala is now voiced by Jeremy Lay.
Oh, Sharmili, okay.
Oh yeah, I know her.
Ah, nuts. What else? And then my other wish list, as niche as it is, I would love either a port, a sequel, like, I don't know, like, dude, I already got my Christmas wish out of freaking nowhere. Touch Detective got ported to Switch, like, and that is now going to officially be localized in English, and I am, super stoked to be playing that again.
And then you see the monkey's paw curl up as you notice who's publishing it in English.
Thanks, Nicholas. But,
You're welcome.
Tis the season for Saint Nicholas.
but I would say my other big Sega wish list is I would like a port and or follow up to Rhythm Thief.
That would be nice.
Oh yeah, Rhythm Thief.
Doesn't that also have a Space Channel 5 minigame?
It does have one. It also has a Samba de Amigo minigame mixed in there.
With maracas.
Is that new Salma de Amigo game any good?
I haven't looked it up.
I haven't really heard much of anything about it, but I assume I assume it was at the very least a modest success.
I'll look it up.
Also, I know it's not Sega that did it, but I would like a Power Stone revival. Please and thank you, Capcom.
Oh, that would also be pretty
That'd
cool.
be nice.
Okay, so Samba de Amigo Party Central, according to Metacritic, it got a 71, about an 8 out of 10 on user reviews, so it looks like it was pretty well received.
Yeah, but that's not a 75 now, is it?
No.
But look, we finally got the star, everybody!
Oh my gosh, she's purple!
Elliot and Claris found
Well, I mean,
the
Knights was
star
always purple.
shining in 7 colors.
7 colors.
The
Seven.
entire story was a dream.
A drink? No!
Oh, come on!
Dang it, you had to pull that kind of ending on us, game. Why?
But what about Christmas?
I mean, I guess it makes sense. All their adventures with
One
Knights were
thing
dreams.
Both of them know.
What's that?
Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights.
Oh, it will happen, huh?
I think they redubbed all this when it got ported over to the HD version.
Uh-oh.
Elliot!
Oh, shit.
Elliot!
The freaking music zooming in on him.
Oh, no!
What a wacky turn of events.
He's coming right at us!
Wow.
Something.
Ow. I just want you to edit in Owen Wilson's face going, wow. Hey, if you're up for it.
Congratulations.
Damn it.
Who are these people?
Happiness,
Do you need
like
help?
the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again. Everything is open.
Oh, look at those two. Aren't they just the cutest?
They've got wobbly arms.
They fell down like children.
They'll only laugh at you and...
The star of happiness to the heart of these brave children.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Are we in Hey Arnold's, New York City?
Kirby has come to save the day.
Oh, look how beautiful a punch is.
There's the words!
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Chrysler.
Christmas! Welcome
Happy
home.
Hanukkah.
Aw, she leaned on his shoulder.
Aww.
Technical foul.
Cute.
Go foul.
And
Just...
that right there, kids and parents alike, was the story of Christmas Nights into Dreams.
But where's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is Christmas is a corporate invention.
Christmas never existed until the corporations came forth.
You can totally ignore that and just treat it as a night to have fun with friends and family.
Agree.
Well, I mean, by that blunt assumption, you could say that for a lot of holidays. I mean, like Halloween especially being one.
Don't get me started on that.
Also, is this a new cover of Dreams Dreams?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
It's the 90s movie credits R&B segment.
Now featuring Boys to Men. Dreams Dreams. Sounds like it for a second.
Boys to Dreams.
I would love to hear a boy band just cover this song in a barbershop quartet style.
I'm sure someone's done it before. Just look it up.
Sega, get on it. Alright, go ahead.
Man, now you're just making me think if some numbnut was to remix Dream Dreams in the style of a polka.
Weird Al could do it.
Why does that Nighttopian look so sad, though?
He's sleeping.
He looks so
Yeah.
sad and alone.
Oh god, he just went for that note. I love it.
Also, I see Tax Dodger is in the credits.
I mean, yeah, this is before everyone thought, knew that.
This was back when he still actually had any semblance of reputation.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I want to ask, like, did everyone get a chance to answer Logan's question about, like, hypothetical additions to the and more?
I believe so.
I believe they
But
did.
just in case, dude, would you mind reiterating yours, Hype?
Well, going along with James, I would like to see a new Rise Star. Definitely a new Comic Zone. Like, honestly, at this point,
yeah.
I don't care if it's either a sequel or a remake. I just want it to come back, since it's just such an interesting idea to me.
Heck yeah.
I just hope that if they ever do bring back Comic Zone, they just dial it down a little bit on the brutalism.
Yeah, that would be nice. The only other one I could think of that this might be a very out there one, but I feel like it's one that could probably do with a redemption. Why not bring back Billy Hatcher?
No.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Icky, if the controls were tighter, would you like that world a bit more?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, if I can be perfectly honest, the only one of the major things that game really needs that badly is just the ability to literally hang on your egg no matter the circumstance. Like if you
Right.
could like if you're trying to bring it up a ledge, it doesn't automatically make you detach from it.
Right, and accidentally drop and leave the egg in where you're supposed to. Just little things, just some quality of life changes are all that's really keeping that game from feeling better to play.
Exactly.
Also, god dang it, Icky.
What? What did I do?
just with you, right as the egg in my head just finally hatched of the thought of when Claris was placing her head on Elliot's shoulders, you just said technical foul. Now I'm like, someone say Hulapi or whatever your name is, the guy who does those funny Crash Bandicoot PlayStation 1. You do some really good modding and editing the 3D models of that era. Can we get a mod for this game where instead you
they
play
replace
as
them
Whitey
with
as Eleanor?
Whitey and Eleanor.
And instead of trying to save the star, they're trying to find Eleanor's wig back. Please, thank you. That's a Christmas. That would be a nice Hanukkah miracle, and it ties it all together for everyone. Please, she looks like an owl without it on. Hey, look! Hey, my old cyber sound.
Toot toot.
So now I don't know. It's
And Sega Digital Studio. Oh, honestly, it was our very rockin' logo back in the day.
hell yeah.
Thank you for that, Logan.
You're welcome.
Now can we watch the movie?
Later.
Anyway,
Now it's
you've
almost
all
time.
been a wonderful audience. Now let's go to the other room. The little baby's still asleep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh so loud.
I just realized his head kind of looks like Saturn.
You know, that's a very good point.
I
Also, I mean, again, I brought it up before, but I swear I see the Nighttopians, and they just look like cute little cone heads.
they do look like coneheads. Oh,
Anyway, time to open up more presents.
ta-da!
The one present that's left.
That's it.
There you go. That's one set of presents.
Ah!
And Claris is very happy that she opened them all.
Aw.
She says better not stop playing.
Whoa!
Because there's more where that came from.
Holy Link?
Oh,
which,
boy.
unfortunately, hiding among the presents is Riala, which, if you find him, you lose.
Wow.
Scary.
Dang it.
Like, straight up, like, no more tries?
No more tries.
Wow.
Christmas is over.
It's, as Iki brought up earlier, a technical foul.
Well, that's just horrible.
Yes, it is.
No.
You know, that is so horrible. In fact, it honestly puts me in the mood to go back to my old save file so you can see the rest of the presents I got.
Thank you.
Okay.
While you're setting that up, Jordy, what did you think of the of all this fun nonsense that had happened here today?
I thought it was nice.
I like it. I want more fun little, like, not just Christmas. I want more fun, festive, like, holiday twists and things.
Same.
Let's see all
Now that we're back on our old save file, this is the one where I actually bothered to up and get everything.
Ooh.
And there's actually
Wait
a
a
good
minute.
handful of
Who's that
of
cool little
everything.
motherfucker up there?
Like, you can play your movies, you can go visiting the other parts of the Night Museum, some goods. You know, I like goods. Let's see the goods.
I do like goods. I also like greats.
Great, even.
Oh, it shows you actually these are all, like, the merchandise you could have bought?
Yeah, back in the height of Knights' popularity.
Huh.
I didn't know Knights had merchandise.
Me neither.
Unfortunately, I think most of it was only in Japan.
Wait,
Makes
Joy
sense.
Palace sounds very familiar. I believe that used to be an arcade chain that had a... I think there was a Joy Palace in Florida that I went to once.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
cool. Looks like some mouse pads. Oh, the plushies.
Aw.
I remember these.
That one on the
Nighttopian.
far
I don't know
right
about that
is-
Nightopia.
That Nighttopia's seen some shit.
I don't like that, but oh, look at that. They have chibi ones too, and the
They're
Nightopia looks a
Scribbles!
little. Aww, look all flat and silly looking. And that's it.
Someone needs to re-continue these.
Please.
That'd be nice.
But,
You know what? Fangamer, get on that shit.
Yeah, come on, Fangamer.
Is there a whole warehouse full of them, though?
let's see, Nice Museum.
Anyway, yeah, no, you couldn't keep your eyes off him forever. Yes, they did bring in Sonic as well. Actually, one other thing I'll say before I select him. This one technically is hidden now, but that's only because we're already playing this during the Christmas season. If you were playing this game on any other time of the year, this slot would actually be dedicated to Christmas night. So you're technically not locked out from doing all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like only during Christmas. Like you could just select the tile here and just play it as
Load it up.
as if you're playing Christmas in July.
Wow.
Pretty nice.
That's very magical.
Anyway, let's play as Sonic.
I have a load up Sonic 1 here. Hey, Sonic.
Sonic.
Look
into
mad.
dreams.
Sonic into dreams.
Yep, Sonic into Dreams, a neat little something that never left this demo disc.
Did they not even bring this to the HD release?
Nope, HD release completely cut this out.
Dang.
Oh my god,
Oh,
this...
man.
So, playing as Sonic in Nights into Dreams, he pretty much just controls like a faster version of Claris and Elliot. And that's, all fine and good, except, we're dealing with the controls of the kids when, the main appeal of this game was playing as a character that can fly.
And I assume we have no homing attack or any way to get the little ting marble things any faster, so this can kind of...
They're blue chips.
Silly, Logan, this was before the homing attack became the mainstream.
And therefore, I can immediately see how this would be very cute and then immediately wear patience thin after the first 30 seconds.
But where's the light speed dash?
I don't got that.
You know what would have rectified this? If, you still have this. You still have Sonic, running around, being his own self. But when you get to the part where you turn into Knights, instead of turning into Knights, you just turn into Super Sonic.
That honestly would have been a good twist.
That could have worked, yeah. Like maybe have some fun with exploring. Add you got to find the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and once you find them, maybe with these arrows, light leading you to where each one was, then you can also miss the opportunity to make those into springs. But that's all good. And then you could use that to just run around and grab these idea. But
Yeah.
there you go, ta-da!
Woohoo!
By the way, I believe if you play Christmas Nights on the night of Christmas, you'll find Santa Claus flying around.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so cute.
D.
Yeah,
I know,
you know what?
this is-
Listen, if it makes any difference, don't give a crap. Don't worry too much about the rank. The game doesn't really care about that when you're playing all the bonus stuff.
Though I would think it would be kind of cute if, like, if you're playing a Sonic, you're not ranked by, like, a letter score, but instead they just spell out DREAM.
Aww, I think that could work.
Cute.
Where the heck are these things? Oh,
Right there.
okay. One more to go.
But yeah, no, Sonic's here to teach you what it's like when you're just playing the game as if you were just playing as the kids.
And remind you of why there's someone else that's the title card of this series.
Imagine them making whole stages based off of this concept.
Ugh.
Man, imagine there having to be like stealth mechanics and throwing things in order to damage enemies.
I just felt the hair on my back stand up on it.
Imagine there was a whole maze of mirrors.
I mean, that level was kind of okay until the last room where you have to climb up a bunch of invisible platforms. God,
Oh.
Hey there, little guy. Where's your mom and dad?
I am my mom and dad.
I don't have one.
What? Both of those freaked me out.
Like, well, there's mine, but what was the other one?
Icky's was like, I am my mom and dad.
I mean, it is a dream.
I mean, when you think about it, like, do you ever notice how these things come out of eggs? And the only, like, more times often than not, Knights is the one that breaks them open.
Yeah. And that it was proven in a YouTube video once that if you stand long enough, the Nightmares will just straight up eat them.
What?
Holy shit.
Yeah, like there was I don't think it was a, I don't
Like
think
they
it was a
just
sleep.
float on over and eat the Nightopian?
Yeah, you even hear like a little like high pitched like squeak or shriek, and then there's just no more Nightopian, just the Nightmare floating about.
I don't like that.
You know, on that
Damn, the
con-
Nightmarons really don't fuck around.
See if I can find
Was
that
this
video.
Majora's Mask all of a sudden?
Yeah. Go ahead.
On that concept of eating and going back to Iggy's response of I am my mom and dad, I'm just that bravado of how he said it. Now I'm just reminded of like, Joey, have you seen my sandwich? I am your sandwich.
I remember that.
Ow.
Got there. All right, one more to go.
Don't worry, we're almost done lighting up the lights.
Yep. All right, I found it. A video from 17 years ago.
Holy shit.
17.
YouTube's been around for a long ass time.
Yeah?
Hard to
When I
believe,
was
isn't it?
17.
Actually, shit, I just realized. In 2 years, the whole site's gonna turn 20.
Yeef.
Huh.
Times really were harder back then, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
No. I'll stand up on my cardboard box and say no.
Ow, what the? Oh,
Oh,
the
what?
wall.
Whoa, whoa,
Because back
whoa.
then, you didn't have to worry about work or taxes. Back then, you didn't have to worry about corporate greed.
A good time it was indeed.
Back then, you could actually fit on Santa Claus's lap.
Well, I would say the corporate greed was still around. You were just too young to let it be a priority.
Back
Then
there.
to be...
Go ahead.
You got.
Back then, I thought Jim Carrey was the best Grinch and that no one should ever try to be another Grinch. But then Benedict Cumberbatch said, "Nuh-uh, I want money." And then Benedict Cumberbatch got to become the Grinch, even though it wasn't very Grinchy. And just
Back then, we didn't have to worry about our corporate overlords being Twinkies and denim.
back then, I didn't have to stalk the knights, afraid of one day running into the Gunch, which, as we all know, is the Grinch with a gun. And now I have to now worry about one day I will have to cross paths with him, and I don't think I'll be ready.
Back in the day, we used to think that Sonic the Hedgehog and Princess Sally were a thing.
Back then, we thought that Princess Sally was a mistranslation of Amy Rose.
You know what? You continue on with your Grinches and Grunches. I'm just gonna be a curmudgeon idiot and still prefer the Chuck Jones version.
Same.
No, that's fine. We all used to think that Sonic and Sally were perfect together until the Pench, which as we all know is the Grinch crossed with Ken Penders, showed up and had to remind everybody about why that was not a good idea.
And then he had an idea. A horrible idea. And a kid
the hell?
sensuous idea.
Oh!
Eggman.
They turned Dr. Eggman into a balloon!
Oh, so now Eggman's Poppy now. Alright, or Puffy now.
Also, cute little callback to Sonic CD. His boss theme is literally a Christmasified version of the final boss music from CD.
Oh,
You're a bastard. Big fat man.
I thought it would have been like a Christmas-fied version of Whip That Sucker to Dip.
Come on now, work that sucker to death. Work that
Santa
sucker,
to
work
death.
that
Come on
sucker,
now.
work that sucker to death.
To death.
It is
Work
honestly
that-
funny when you think about it, because this would actually be the very first time that us in the U.S. would actually get to hear this track.
Right, yeah. That's right, because up until now we only had the American version.
We didn't get the superior soundtrack until years later.
Ah, wells.
This is quite amusing.
Just see Eggman bouncing around like he's Puffy.
I mean, he is Puffy.
I mean, I will say they put a lot of effort into what is effectively just a side mode to a side mode.
He ain't got no feats.
Like, yeah, no, from what I remember, Christmas Nights took about, I want to say maybe 4 months to develop, and I mean, the amount of, like, effort and, like, details put into the game's, like, overall time, like, time-sensitive mechanics and overall, like, gimmicks and whatnot, I mean, there's not too many demos that are actually reach the same level as this one.
Yeah.
I'm okay!
There's a lot to this demo if you actually go looking through it.
And with that said, I hope you all have enjoyed our look of the demo to Sonic Dream Team. I hope that we're going to be able to show off the full game soon once it gets ported onto something, recordable.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I could maybe try on my iPad, but I doubt it would work very well. It works better with a controller. It has to.
I mean, you could easily sync your dual sense or whatever onto it, or assuming you have, like, the spare.
That's true.
Yeah.
But all the same, that's more or less it for our time with Christmas Nights into Dreams. We hope you all enjoyed the little, we hope you all enjoyed the celebration as much as we have, and,
Best of times.
yeah, that's really all we can really do with Nights into Dreams. So, hope you all had fun, and, we'll see you all next time whenever there's a Nights 3.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye-bye.